Hey, are you trying to figure out how to work your business to where everything works and flows and you can kind of look in one place to keep up with all the things that you must keep up with for your business and for your everyday life place? Would you like to have boards like these to where it just makes your life way easier for, figuring out what needs to happen on a day-to-day basis? If so, stay tuned and I'll show you exactly how to create a board just like this. Hey, you guys. So I wanted to create a video and do a deep dive on explaining a little bit more about Trello and how you can use it and how it can benefit you in your business. And the easiest way to explain what Trello is it's a collaboration tool that organizes projects and all in a one glance look. And so you can also assign cards to team members. You can see what projects other team members are working on, and it just has a lot of different robust options to offer you. And the really cool part about it is it's free. All you have to do is go to Trello.com and set up an account, and you can start working on creating your very own Trello board, or you can grab a copy of somebody's Trello board if they give you a copy. So that is a really cool aspect about Trello. So it is really plug and play, and it just makes life a little bit easier on tracking your business. And a lot of times, what I want you to think about is just think about the different hats that we have in life. If we are an entrepreneur, we have a household to run, we have, all of the aspects of our business that we need to kind of, look at and get done each day. This really just helps us to do that. And so let me go ahead and share my screen to where this will make a little bit more sense of what I'm saying. So this right here is like your home spot. If you look up here, it's got like you can uh, use the little waffle there to see other options that it has. I don't really use that area much. You can also right here, I generally tend to stick to the home menu, and this is where all of your boards are stored. And this is where you can create your own Trello board. And so, what I want to do is show you how to create your own Trello board and what it takes to kind of do all of that. And again, like I said, this is totally free. So, you can totally create your own account and your own Trello board, and you'll be able to do it without having to pay anything for it. However, if you're just wanting something that's already put together and done for you, I do have a Trello board that I'm offering at the end, and it's $9 and you can take advantage of that deal. However, if you're not interested in doing that, that's totally fine and cool. I just want to show you how you can create your own Trello board. So what you want to do is come over here to where it's got this little plus sign in the top right hand corner of your screen, and you're going to hit that plus. You're going to hit create board, and then you're going to need to name your board something. So you're going to name it, I'm going to just call this one Trello training board. And then you're just going to hit create board. Okay, so now it's got several different options here for you. Okay, so I did do the little upgrade to where it gives me a free trial for 14 days and all of that fun stuff. So I will drop that back down, but as of right now, that is not anything you've got to worry about. I just wanted to see the benefits that it did offer with the paid version and all that fun stuff. So, anyways, to change out your background of your board, because this is a little boring and it does not like speak to me and make me want to like just jump on and do things. Not that the mountains aren't beautiful and pretty, it's just I know that that's not going to work for me. So you'll do show menu, and then you'll do change background, and then you can go to photos. You can scroll through all of these pre like selected photos that they have for your background options. Or if you're like, yeah, no, those are not speaking to me, you can actually upload your own custom Trello board, and, like your own background that you would personally like to see or have there. So that is an option. So I'm uploading my board, and let's just say that this one is the one I want to use for right now. Okay. And it's got my little logo at the bottom. And so we'll just go with that for now. This right here is how you start to build out your Trello board. So, you know how it's like in life, okay, you've got your family list of things that you need to get done for your household, errands that need to be ran, things that need to be done to kind of run the house. It'd be nice to have like just a list for that. And then you need like a list for running your business. And so, really, you can even have just a board dedicated to running your business. And then you can have a board dedicated just for, you know, all the family things that you need to do. You could actually assign different things to different family members. Same thing with your business board. You could do that as well. Or you could just have it all on one board. It depends on how your brain thinks and what's not going to feel overwhelming to you. So you'll get that worked out as you go. But what I want to do is show you here how start to build out your board. And so you'll just click add list. And now you need to see, okay, now you need to name this list. So this could be new leads slash contacts. And then, so you've got each one of these boards that you're going to be naming. And then you'll do like follow up, add to list. Then you could do one for cold leads. There we go. Cold leads, hot leads. And then that's the other really cool thing about this is once you get your list created, you see how I'm moving these around? You can totally move them around and figure out where exactly you want to have them. Let's add another list. And I like to call this one my scripts vault. Okay. And then I'm going to move this all the way to the left because this kind of becomes like my little, main menu of sorts. And it's just where I reference everything. And so you will have to set all this up. You will have to plug all the information in. But once it's plugged in, you're good. And so just know that this will kind of get easier as you go. So to create a card for this area here, I'm going to create I'm going to create a card inside of here. Let's see. And it's going to say scripts vault. So you kind of essentially kind of have to um, create, you're going to write this twice. One, you're labeling um, the list, and then you're going to label a card entitled scripts vault. Okay. And so then you click on that, and then this is where you can change out the cover and add like, something that you would like for that cover, um, on there. Now, the thing is, you're gonna to make it look pretty, to make it look like the board that you may have seen that I've created, you're gonna have to use Canva to really get that put together. So I come to Canva and I basically create, let's see, um, I just created my own little pictures for my list. And what you'll need to do is just do Instagram post, and then you'll click the blank option, and then this brings you to a blank, basically template size of what you would use for an Instagram post. I'm just needing something that's this size to use, so I'm not necessarily creating this for my Instagram. I'm just creating this to go in as a picture for my list. So right here is how you're going to look for all of the pictures and things that you need, or that you're interested in. And so as you can see, here's like a ton of ones that I have created already or used, and it just, it just totally works. And it's just, you know, It's nice to have. So once you get used to do it, once you're working on just a few projects, you'll see in your recently used that it has a ton of what you're already looking for. And it's like pictures that you like and that you've personally chosen and things like that. Okay, and if you don't have things built up in your recently saved pictures area, like right here, like I was showing you, then what you're going to do is basically just go to photos, go to your search bar, and then just, I always type in like pink office. And then once I start seeing stuff that I like, I'm like, ooh, I like that. So I'll click it. And maybe I'm just fishing for pictures, at the moment, and I can kind of click all of these. And as you click them and add them, and I like, as you see, I'm like clicking them and it pops up over here like that. Then I hit delete because this is just a quick way for me to go through and add pictures that I like and that are visually appealing to me, and it'll throw it in my recently used like area of pictures, and it'll give me like just a built up kind of uh, library of pictures that I like. And so that's how I find those pictures. But you can do like pink office, you can do office pics. You could go through here, see if there's anything. You could also just type in pink, and when you type in pink, you get like all of these very pretty options and that I could use and implement into some of my creations and stuff like that. Let's see if rose gold, it'll give you like these little types of brush stroke looking things. I mean, there's just tons of options that you'll get once you search like that. And like you see, like this one would be a great perfect picture to have. So I'm going to click that one, and you just see a ton of different things. Now you may have to kind of scroll through for a second to kind of get to seeing what you're wanting, but that is the way you would do that. So we'll just go with this keyboard, this pink keyboard here, and I'm gonna make this look pretty. So I've got my pink keyboard, my pink background that I'm going to use right there in the background. Now I need to come over to elements and just give this a little bit of dimension. Now, of course, you do not have to do all of this, but this of course makes it look super girly and super cute and pretty. And I just find that I use it. And so that's why I'm taking the time to set it up and do it, because I just know me, like I'm not going to use it if I don't think it looks, if it's not pretty and it's just not, appealing to my eye. And so what I'm going to do is now I'm just going to create this. And so let me see, what did we name? Oh, script vault. So let's go ahead and do a text, add in a text here, move that there. Sometimes you have to just go ahead and write what you're going to write and make this really bigger than, in order to get the ends to pull and do what you want it to do. Okay. And then we're just going to center that, and we're going to just make it really bold, and then go back to elements, and you could actually put one of these square, things around it. I mean, the options are like endless to what you can do. So like if you want a little bit more of a pop, you could do something like that. And then now we're going to add another page, and then we're going to create another picture for our second list, which is new leads. And so you'll go back to photos right here, and then you're just going to type, like you're going to look for a photo that is going to talk to you or speak to you or something that you would like to use. And I'm just going to pull this to where it all kind of, that one's got the edges, Oh, let's just do this one. I think it'll be easier to have a little bit more of the picture there. Okay. And so now what we're going to do, we'll go back to elements. We're going to add like a brush stroke. That seems to be the easiest like way for me to throw a little bit of dimension in there. So let's do that. And what is, okay, so we're looking for new leads. Okay, so now I just need to, and what I like to do is just click here. And since I've already kind of got this text the size that I need it, just duplicate it. So you hit that plus of this and it duplicates that text. Pull it down to this one here. And that's kind of like a little fast way to move through this when you're doing multiples of the same thing. So just know that's an option. So new leads, and you can change out your fonts, of course, you know, all of that over here. But for right now, I'm just keeping it super easy. Now we're gonna just hop right along. Let's see, I'll go ahead and use that throughout. Hopefully it works for all of them. And now we'll do photos. Okay. And let's just do this one here. Okay, and let me see, hot leads. So that's going to be, need to throw in my element and throw in my copy. Sometimes, okay, so the issue is with that one, the reason why I can't copy this one is because this last layer that I put over it, it's like on top. So all you need to do is just click the frame and move to backwards, and then that way it'll bring this one to the forefront there. So now I can actually click on the text I've already created, and you're going to hit this again, which is going to copy, and then you just pull it down, and you're just going to put hot leads on this one. So now you'll go and do the same here. Now we just need to pick a photo. Pick a photo. And we've done hot leads, and now we need to do cold leads. So let's do our elements again. And let's click this one, make a copy of that, pull this down, and do cold leads. Okay. Now we'll do this one, and we'll go to this little next page. And what's our next list? Follow up. Okay. So let's do a follow up, and I just need a picture. Pull this down just like that. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to need to add an element, our little brush stroke. And now we need to add our text. So we're just going to make a copy of that text, pull this down, and follow up. Okay. I'm kind of mixing it up here, so it's going to be a little different on each one of these. Like, I don't know, let's see. Let's see how this one looks here. And I mean, you can really get really detailed with this, but we're just trying to get the job done. So we're not trying to, you know, spend a whole heck of a lot of time, but at least enough time to make it look pretty to where we want to use it. So now you just need to download these. And I would suggest downloading them in the PNG version. Download. And now we're just going to wait. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to pull these. Let's just see if it'll pull it over to my screen there. And then now what I'm going to do is go back to my Trello board. And now I can begin to add all of those pictures that I've created for each of my lists. So you're going to go into, so let's go ahead and add cards for each one of these. So new leads, that way it's just easier. Hot leads, add a card, cold leads, add a card, follow up, and add your card. Okay. So now I'm going to click on the scripts vault card, and this is where you can really, make all your edits, all of that fun stuff. So, and you can also add that cover picture. So we need to go to attachments, and we need to go to computer, and here is all of the fun stuff that we just did. So we need to add this one to here. Okay. Now I'm going to go here to new leads, and I'm going to go to attachment, back to my computer, and I'm going to grab this one, which is new leads, and it's going to pop all of these in here. Okay, and then you just X out, and then you go on over to the next column or the next list into this card, and then you're going to go to attachments, you're going to go to your computer, and then you're going to click the third one, and then right here. Okay, and now you'll do cold leads, and then you'll go attachment, computer, and we're on our fourth one here. And you're just going to add that one in, close it out, and now you'll add your, you'll go to follow-up card, attachment, computer, and you're going to add your last card. So here it is. Okay, now does that not look so pretty? And it makes you like totally want to work on your, all of your stuff. So this could be your day one script, okay? So create a card for day one script, add card. Now click the card, go to description, and here's where you can write, hey, it's so nice to connect with you here. Are you a stay-at-home mom? Or whatever your first, messages that you send for, the follow, like when you're starting to prospect a new person that you're prospecting. So that's what this is going to be. So then you would do your day one script, and then you would do day three script, and then you'll do, like if you have a day, 7 script. Okay. And now here's where it's really, really neat. So this right here, say like if I've got a new lead, okay, I'm going to put Susie Q. I'm going to put her in, and then I'm going to put Nicole B. I don't know. I'm making these people's names up. Sam T. We'll go with that. Now, with each of these people, you can really start to really, like develop a whole process of where you're at in the prospecting and layering process. So now let's create checklist. So let's do a layering checklist. That's what we're going to call this checklist. And now what we're going to do is we've made initial made first contact, and then you'll add assign people and dates and checklists. So that's just letting you know that you can totally assign people to do these different tasks. But what we're going to do, we've made our first contact, we've um, exposed her to what we do, to our opportunity, shared information or video of opportunity, added to customer Facebook group. Okay. And so let's see, added to customer Facebook group, or um, or new consultant information. And then you add. Okay, so each of these, so say like for Susie Q, if we've made our initial contact, 20%. Now you see that it just like, gave 20% of your bar is done now. And then you made her, you exposed her to your opportunity. So you told her what it is you do and asked her if she's, interested in taking a look at it. And so if you've done that, then you've shared the information or the video. And then you either add her to your customer Facebook group, or you give her new consultant information and get her started with the whole path of being a new consultant. Okay, so another really cool thing that I want to show you how to do is, now that you've figured out how to add checklists, I want you to be able to add other little things that will help you in the process of, basically making your board a little easier to look at. So, say like if you want to, put a break between, like a just break up some of your, information and not just have card, 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 and you just need a little bit of a break, you can do a card and then just hit shift and then the little space button up top that's beside your zero, and then just hit add. And you see that now it creates this like divider, between your text. That's another thing that it took me forever to figure out. And I was like, how are people doing that? And so you can copy it. You can do another one, create and copy this. Okay. And you can pull it over here to another board. So that's kind of cool. So this is helpful, like if you're, if you just need to kind of break the information up, it's just nice to have. Also, you can create labels. So like all of these are different label options that you can kind of, also add to your board. And, I have found those to be a little bit helpful to me. And so um, this right here, you could do like, you name, well, let's see, you click, and then I hit the edit, and now you can, click um, needs e-link. Oh, there we go. Save. So you could do that, or you could create like a label, make this one pink, and, follow up on Monday. Follow up. Let's just do follow up, like a follow up label. And then you save that. And so those are different labels that you can create, and it'll draw your attention more to that particular person, and it'll just, kind of give you like a little more of a red flag or, whatnot there, just so you'll know, hey, I really need to pay close attention to this. I need to follow this. The other really cool thing is you can move these cards from board to board. That is so cool. And that has been like the neatest thing. So, like, when, she can go from being a new lead to a hot lead and, follow up with her with, wherever you're at in the process. And this is just like a rough draft example of basically working a business. But um, this is just to show you exactly how this can work. And so it's a lot easier for versus pen and paper, because you know how messy it gets just after trying to write down and keep up with one person on pen and paper. And then if you have to, God forbid, scratch something out, change something, it just, you get to the point where you can't even read it. And so that's why I really like this, is because all of these are really just so super easy to move, and then you can just kind of see where you're at in the process. So I did want to be sure that I showed you how to create a label. And you can create labels for several different things. It just depends on what it's, like, you're going to have to tailor it to your business for your specific steps. So okay, so we can close out Susie Q. The other really cool thing that I want you to look at is right here on the front of her card. You see it says 3 out of 5 things have been done, that have been completed off of her checklist. That's really cool. Also, any details or descriptions about Susie Q, I would write those here. So let's say she's a mom of 3. Um, she's a stay-at-home mom. Um, she wants to earn more income for her family. So these are like all of the, like, just notes that you kind of need to make and have in your head when you're, kind of interacting with her. And so you can save all of that information right there. You could also, another good thing that I would get into the habit of is to save her profile link. So just copy and paste it right from your link bar and paste it right in here. So you can just click it and it'll take you right to her page. And then you can, like, that'll help you stay on top of staying in front of her and, just kind of interacting with her. And then she's on your top list of people to kind of layer each day. And that changes. And so it just depends on how you work your business and all of that. But that's one of the things that I do, because I just need quick links to hit the people that I need to get to. And if I just go to Facebook and try to do it from my Facebook there, I just get too, like, sidetracked. So I just find putting the link here is the easiest thing to do. So let me go right here to Facebook actually and show you what I'm talking about. And I'm just going to put, my personal Facebook link in here. You're just going to go click on her. So this is my Facebook profile, and I'm going to click copy up here in the link where the HTTPS is. I just select there and I right click and hit copy. Now I'm going to go back over here to Susie Q's profile, which we'll just call me now. And I'm going to pop this in here so that way I have all of that there. So now this is a clickable link. So you hit that and look, it's going to take you right to her page. How awesome is that? And then this way, you're not having to go through Messenger and try to dig through all of your Messenger and see what, who you left off with, where you left off with them. It's all right here. That is the coolest thing ever. And so if that's one thing that you can take from this, definitely add their profile links right here to this description area, and it'll tell you everything that you need. And I would just kind of keep this description area updated of where you left off with her, so you never lose a lead. I mean, seriously, it's so powerful. And then now, so say, like, okay, I've just added Nicole B, I need to add a checklist for her. So you could just copy items from layering checklist. See how I've got it's under Susie Q, it's got her like grayed out there, but I can copy that same checklist that I created for Susie Q and put it there and then just add, and voila, it pulls in that whole layering checklist. And so you can do that for each person. And so now you just close that out and you'll go right on down to Sam T, and then you'll do checklist. And so you'll copy from, and it'll, you'll see it adds each person each time in case you did say like a different, added a few different things to that checklist. So we're just going to go with this one, and you can just copy it right onto here. Okay. And that will make your life so much easier with trying to keep up with all your leads, with trying to follow up and try to stay in front of your leads. That's just going to make this whole process way easier. So, anyways, I hope that this has answered a few of your questions, gave you a little bit more insight and detail on how to create your own Trello board, how this can be useful in your business, and answers, like a few of your questions that you may have had about Trello. But I promise you, the one thing that you have to do is you're going to have to use it to get used to it. But the more you use it, the more you're like, oh my gosh, how did I ever live without this? And so, this is going to definitely give you so much more clarity to your day, and it's just going to get a lot more done. So, anyways, I hope you found this helpful. If you would like the Trello board that I've created, I will include that in the description below. And until next time, I will talk to you later, and bye.